Good afternoon and welcome to another hot and sweltering edition. It's roasting up here. You can see I'm sweaty and shiny. Want to fill you guys in about last night a little bit. So I had set the edit, export the edit on Premiere. That was going to take a while. I think I don't know if it's because of how I'm doing something, but it was like an hour and a half export. Sorry, just ate. So basically, I got that going. I wanted to get it kind of going a little early in the evening, so I wasn't, wait until 1 o'clock in the morning to post. And it's about probably 7 o'clock or so, 7:30. Got that going. Then I decided to go to the store, and drove up. It's close to 8 o'clock, but anyways, I drove up to the store, picked some stuff up, turned around, came back to my house. Now, I live at the end of a canyon. It's one road in, one road out. And I'm pretty far down there. Well, just about maybe 2 blocks in from the main road, I pull around the corner and a couple cars stop, and there's a fire truck there. Now, no flames. I don't see anything big going on, so I'm like sitting there for a couple minutes, and I see this guy, one of the cars ahead of me, he's gotten out and walked up. He's walked back down. He's gone a couple times. And I'm probably there for about 5-10 minutes, so there's just nothing going on. So I decided to get out, go check it out. I walk up to the corner and chatting with this guy at the corner stand there when there are people, another person gets out of the car, and we're trying to figure out what's going on because there's nothing happening. It's just there's a fire truck there, a bunch of people out, nothing going on. And I'm talking to one of the firemen, and it turns out one of the power lines had popped off the pole. So there's a live wire basically laying in the road. It probably happened, minutes after I left, because I'm a couple blocks of the grocery store, but it's not, maybe a quarter mile. And so we asked them, well, how long has it been? And they're like, it's a DWP. They had no idea. So essentially, me and one of my neighbors decided we're gonna go to the bar down the street. And went down for a pint, stayed there for about 15-20 minutes. Now, my phone was just about dead. It was probably down to like 5%. I forgot to charge it during the day. I was using a lot yesterday filming, and the filming app really does eat a lot of juice. So kind of come back around. Hey, the road's open. There's all the DVPs guys are out there, but the fire trucks are gone. So I get down, and my whole canyon is out of power. Like nothing. It's pitch black. Really, the only lights in my street were my little LED solar lamps I have along my path. And so I come back home. Computer's still chugging away. Get the edit done, and I fumble around. I'll pull out my my battery pack for my phone. That's dead. Try to find. I thankfully I did manage to find a lighter in my house. I didn't know I had, and got a couple candles going. But it was swelteringly hot down here last night. While they were working on the power, there's weird little power surges going on, so I had to go flip every breaker, turn everything off. I still haven't checked my main backup hard drive, see how they're doing. If they're fucked up, it's really my fault for not having them on a UPS, which I probably should order today. Because it's twice in the last month I've had my power flipped off on accident. Or once was accident. Yesterday was intentional, I guess. But it was a couple hours of me sitting here basically in the dark, just sweating my ass off, waiting for the power to come back on. And it got to the point where the video finished up. The exporting, I dumped it over to my phone, and I'm like, all right, screw this. I'm gonna go up the road, and I'm gonna upload. Find some, either cell service or whatever, LTE and upload. Because also my where I'm at, there's no cell service. I'm it's purely Wi-Fi. I have to, drive up the road a half mile to get any service. And it was a 2.5 gig video yesterday. There's a pretty hefty upload, which depending on my service can be 20-30 minutes to be around waiting for my phone to upload. But as I pulled up, literally as I'm on the street, the lights came back on. So it's kind of nice. But yeah, I wanted to film that for you guys yesterday, but the thing is, there was literally, my phone was dead, and I was stuck without I didn't have my camera with me, so I couldn't use the GH5 or my Sony, and my phone would have gotten like 2 seconds of video for it, would have crapped out, or else I would have had some cool footage for you guys. Anyways, that's all said and done. I'm just sitting there sweating again in the house because it's just hot. But I did get a little notification from my the mailbox place I use, because since I travel, I don't have any mail delivered here, and I got a package in today, and it's this. Now, what's this, you might ask? Well, this is the Vlog code from Panasonic for the camera. I don't know if this is some hipster thing they're doing, like, but rather than, I don't know, just download a code or something like that, you actually have to, they send you a box with basic piece of paper that says your access code to get Vlog working in the camera. I don't know, seems kind of goofy to me, yeah, especially in the, in the day, the day and age where you actually can't buy software physically anymore. It's like, it's all downloads. The fact that I have to get a box mailed to me with a note written in it. But I will have Vlog working on this thing shortly. Oh, sorry, looks like I'm moving the camera a bit much here. Yeah, sorry about that. Got it resting on my leg a little bit. I guess it's kind of bouncing around. I probably should get my my gimbal out and get it set up for this thing. I have to flip the gimbal around since this is a flip out screen, so I just haven't done that yet because the software for the gimbal's a pain in the ass. Anyways, yeah, so I'll have Vlog on this to do log filming. I'm not sure I'm going to do that much. I'm kind of liking the Cine D, whatever it is, output off this thing, and I'm finding it pretty easy to work with. I've been shooting S-Log on my Sony pretty much exclusively, and I'm starting to get a little bit better at it. It's still a bit of a pain in the ass. I think I'm getting a better handle on color grading using this thing, and also using the Film Convert app. I finally figured out what the hell I'm doing on that thing to get colors look pretty good. Last couple of videos I've been using that, which is why it has a little bit of a more cinematic look to it, and consistent, even across between using my phone and this camera. So I'm gonna have the Vlog. I don't know if I'll even use it much. I might, monkey around with it in South America and try to get some higher pro footage out of this thing. But yeah, I'm still excited to have it though. I mean, it's just handy to have, like, added functionality. It's kind of like the stuff that's coming out with the new update, with the really high res functions they have coming out. I'm super excited about that, even though I don't know if I'll use it very much because it's going to be a massive hard drive killer. At this point right now, I'm looking at, I need to buy more. Sorry, I'm a little sweaty here. Yeah, pat the dome down. I'm already looking at buying extra hard drives and beefing up my RAID system for my backups. I have a 16 gig, which I guess, well, it's 8 gig. It's a RAID system, which is like my older photo archive, and that's already pretty much full. In addition to the fact that I've got probably another, I don't know, 7 or 8 gigs of hard drives I regularly use. I need to back up to multiple sources, so I'm already thinking about, like, I need to buy a much bigger system to back all this shit up. And then with the video footage, because I'm shooting everything in 4K, that's adding up. And if I start going to the newer 400 megabit, which is, I think, 50 megabytes a second footage, that's a lot. Doesn't sound like much, but when you start at 50 megabytes a second, it's a lot of footage. That's a lot of space. So I'm a little not worried about, but I do need to come up with a better plan to back this stuff up, so I've got a proper archive. I managed to see my neighbors had left a bunch of stuff here and a bunch of hard drives, and they're just sitting out, and I'm sure they're all kinds of buggered up, and I'm kind of worried about older hard drives. And if anyone has any great solutions for archiving, please chime in. I'm interested in figuring out what people think is best. There are some cool cloud options, but when you're talking about terabytes, that gets really simply expensive. So I don't know what's the best way to go. So yeah, so anybody had suggestions, I'm definitely open to the discussion. But right now, though, I'm going to take a little break and have a beer because it's hot. Actually, I do have a beer here. It's a lovely Goose IPA. Pretty tasty. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. and it's good afternoon part 2. Man, the weather just kind of turned out a little bit here. Some clouds rolling out and wind kicked up. I just heard a tree fall at my neighbor's house. Wow, that actually really took a fall. I'll see if I can show you guys one second. But dead center of the frame, you can see where the tree broke. And it looks like it fell down onto the fence. I'm gonna walk down and take a look.